Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Hey, Russell, how are you this afternoon? Hope everything's going well with you. Hope you're staying nice and cool. It was a mere 100 degrees as I came out into my man cave a little bit ago. So yeah, it's nice and toasty out there. But anyway, it may just be you and me today. I don't know. With it being a Sunday and all that, it may just be you and me, Russ. Well, it looks like my wife's on here now. So I'm going to have to keep this as G-rated as possible, and that's going to be tough to do today. So, all right, that's going to be fun. But anyway, let's see. Well, see if anybody else comes on here real quick, but see if I can figure out something to talk about before I get into the gist of everything today. Well, let's see. Hell, I'll just get right into it. All right. First things first in the news. Guess what, America? We're getting our wall. All right? We got our wall. Hey, Sean, how are you this afternoon? We are getting our wall, America. Thank goodness. You know that the Supreme Court, it had to go clear to the Supreme Court for them to figure out that our national security is a very important thing, you know, unlike what the Democrats think and just want to have, hell, anybody come in here, you know, that wants to come in, you know, and then they want to treat them better than they do the veterans. So, I don't know, guys. These are the people that you all are voting for, you know, so I don't know. We're going to talk about some more about that, but that's a major victory for Donald Trump. We're getting our wall. It is going to come out of the defense fund, which, hey, I think is a great deal, you know, and it should come out of the defense fund. And I think since it is coming out of the defense fund, then we actually need to defend it. All right? We need to actually defend that border once it's built. All right? And I'm saying that we should have maybe sniper towers like every, I don't know, 100 yards or so, you know, and hell, go from there, you know, and let's really secure that border, guys. So anyway, we are getting our border. That's great. That is great news. All right. Okay. Now, kind of something that I kind of found kind of weird was reading in the news that you all probably won't hear today, but there was a meteor that came within 45,000 miles of Earth. Okay, now this meteor was 427 feet wide. Okay, now a football field, all right, is 300 foot. For those of you that don't know that, a football field is 300 foot. Okay, so it was a little bit bigger than a football field. Okay, now coming at us, all right, at an astronomical amount of speed, but it came within 45,000 miles of the Earth. Now, the moon, to put that in perspective, the moon is 239,000 miles away. But this meteor came 45,000 miles from the Earth. In the military, we call that danger close, okay? So we had a meteor out there 45,000 miles away from us, and it could have, if it would have came in and got in and hit the Earth, it could have taken out a small city. So, you know, that was pretty close, 45,000 miles. All right. So anyway, hey, Thunder, how are you, buddy? Jeff, how are you? Yeah, Sean, hey, I did get my shirt. I've been meaning to tell you that. I got my shirt. Thank you so much. All right. So anyway, got that. I just been, it slipped my mind for mentioning that. But yes, it's here. Thank you so much. I will wear that for my next podcast. I haven't worn it yet. So anyway, we got this meteor out there. It came 45,000 miles from the Earth, and I think that that's pretty damn close. Now, the next thing that we need to talk about is, I guess there's been some Navy SEALs caught drinking over in Iraq. All right? Now, for those of you that don't know, that in a Muslim country like that, alcohol is forbidden, but you're allowed to beat your wife, you're allowed to mutilate women, you're allowed to behead Christians, you're allowed to, do all this stuff over there in the country, but you can't drink alcohol. Okay, so now I think these Navy SEALs have got it going on, and the reason being is these Muslims are coming over here to our country and trying to force that shit down our throat. All right? Guys, I'm not wearing a towel on my freaking head for nobody. All right? I will never pray to Allah. All right? It's one nation under God. All right? Don't bring that towel head shit around here. All right? You all that are trying to get the Muslim culture so embedded into us is ridiculous. And it needs to quit. All right? Here's the deal. I think we as Americans maybe ought to go over there to Iraq or Afghanistan or someplace like that, take all the freaking alcohol that we want, bring all the freaking pigs that we want, and just have a bacon fest, all right? And let's bring some heavy metal groups over there, and let's just have a, kind of like Rocklahoma, but on steroids, okay? And then, after all that shit is done, and after everybody's, after the metal bands have cleared out of there and all that stuff, then why don't we send them a little dessert? Why don't we nuke the freaking place? I mean, really. I am so tired of this Omar chick, this congresswoman. Let me tell you about her real quick. For those of you that are wanting to support her and wanting to support, AOC and support Pelosi and all of that, guys, let me tell you just real quick, all right, just how crooked Omar is, okay? And this is a chick you all voted into office, all right? But here's a little bit of her record that CNN won't tell you, all right? She's been arrested more than 23 freaking times, all right? But she's sitting in Congress. How is that possible, guys? How can we have somebody that's been arrested 23 freaking times sitting in Congress? Hell, I get a speeding ticket and I can't vote for a year. I mean, good gosh. She's been 23 times and she's sitting in Congress, and it gets better. She is the daughter of a Somalian terrorist. All right? A known terrorist. Okay? I don't know, but she's in office. Now, she also had to marry her brother in order to get citizenship here in the United States as an Omar, okay? So she married her brother to do that, to get the name, and so now she had a marriage fraud thing against her too, but guess what? They voted her into office, all right? She's married to her brother. That's worse than shit that goes on in Arkansas, All right. I agree with you, Thunder. I agree with you. Let's just make it into a big glass of, just a big sheet of glass. I mean, that would solve 90% of the world's problems. All right? Islam is going to be the death of this nation. All right? It's going to be the death of a lot of people, actually. You know, and it's got to quit. It's got to quit. We got to take America back. All right? This shit's crazy. All right. So anyway, moving on. Oh, and then Omar, she supports your local terrorist. She loves ISIS. All those other terrorist groups, she's a very, very good supporter of those groups, guys. Now, why is a lady like that in office? Why is a lady that has never stepped one day into a college classroom in Congress? Why is she in there? AOC. Hell, she can't even spell her name. You know? But she's in office. Okay? And then you got this what's that other dude that's getting on to him about the living conditions in his city? I can't think of his name. But anyway, he's on a rant, you know, because the president made a comment about the district that he represents that is, and I'm sorry, okay, he basically called it a shithole, okay. Now, I mean, if the shoe fits, wear it, okay. And if you're a representative of that area, maybe you need to go there and take some pride and clean the place up a little bit instead of bitching to the president about it. All right? All right. Okay. So anyway, that's enough of my. It's just got me so pissed off, you know, about how they're treating the president and everything, and how they're treating Americans. Period. You know, everybody's racist nowadays. Everybody's racist. You know. You may not know it, but you are racist in some way. You are offending, and you are a racist in some way. Okay? If you're white, you're a racist. All right? If maybe you support the United States flag, you're a racist. All right? I'm just saying. That's what we're up against today. All right? Used to, racist meant white, black, any other color that you segregated, you know, from. That was racist. But now, every freaking thing you do is racist. All right? So I'm just saying. All right? It's got to quit. It's got to quit. All right. Now, let's just talk about some funny shit here just to finish my show, all right? Thunder, I know you're on here. Yeah, Tim, I agree with you. Let them bring that shit here to Oklahoma. Let them bring that shit to Oklahoma. You know, and that's the thing. They were trying to say that, you know, when they were setting up this supposedly concentration camp at Fort Sill, let me tell you a little bit about that, okay? I guarantee those living conditions at Fort Sill that they were going to bring those migrant children to from Mexico that were here illegally were going to probably be living better than they have ever lived in their life, being in one of those detention centers. But somebody takes it out of context and says it's a concentration camp. Guys, last I knew, if you went into a concentration camp, you didn't come out. You know, you got your ass gassed, you starved to death, whatever. You didn't come out of a concentration camp 99.9% of the time. Okay? I'm just saying. All right. Hey, we're up to five viewers. Man, we're doing good on a Sunday afternoon. That's not bad, guys. All right. So anyway, let's talk about some funny shit real quick. Okay, Thunder, I know you're on here. I know you're a NASCAR fan. I hope Kevin Harvick will pull this one out today. I don't know. I'm not in there watching the race right now. I'm tired of the Toyotas leading the pack at the moment, so that's why I came out here to do this. So anyway, here's the deal. Yesterday during the race, the Xfinity race. Now, let me kind of explain NASCAR to you guys that don't understand it, all right? There's different levels of NASCAR, okay? Kind of like different levels of Starbucks. Let's just break it down that way, all right? You got your, I don't know, what's your biggest one called? Grande, I guess? I don't know. I don't go to Starbucks. But your top one, okay, will be the Sprint Cup Series, okay? Now, your medium-sized cup is going to be called the Xfinity Series. And then the bottom cup, the smallest one, the Pequeño one, whatever that one's called, that's going to be like your other series, stuff. Whelen and Arca and stuff like that. So anyway, the second level was racing yesterday in Chicago. Okay, now, let me kind of set the mood for you here, okay? I can't turn up the music because yesterday my video was removed because I did not have the rights to the music that was playing in the background. So my video got flagged because of that, because I didn't own rights to Five Finger Death Punch, all right? So anyway, it is what it is. But anyway, here's the deal. Yesterday during the NASCAR race, or the Xfinity race, what happened was the caution came out. Okay, now, I was going to set the mood. I'm sorry. I'm terrible. I'm terrible about the whole cuddling and then the, getting into the thing. But anyway, let's do the cuddling real quick. All right, so now we cuddle, and we're going to kind of come up with a story. What happened years ago, there used to be a NASCAR racer by the name of Juan Pablo Montoya, a guy from Mexico, okay? Came up here to race NASCAR, okay? Well, he gets in to a pretty good machine, Chip Ganassi Racing, all right? The number 42 car that Kyle Larson drives today, okay? So anyway, they're at Daytona, and it's under caution. And now I don't know how in the hell this happens, okay? I have no idea. But anyway, there was a jet dryer on the track blowing debris off at Daytona Speedway. Now, if you've all ever been to Daytona Speedway, you know that thing is 2.5 miles around. It's huge. It's huge. You would have to, it would take a miracle for you to hit anything on that track. It's that damn big, okay? All right, it's 2.5 miles around that track. Well, Juan Pablo Montoya manages to plow smooth into the jet dryer, and it catches on fire and everything, all right? Now, I'm thinking, who in the hell gave him his license in the first place to drive in NASCAR? You're gonna ass in a jet dryer. Well, yesterday he was one up by an Xfinity driver, okay? Now, this Xfinity driver, I can't remember his name, it doesn't matter, but anyway, he was like, here, Juan, hold my beer, I'm going to show you how it's done. So what this driver does is the caution comes out, they put Speedy Dry on the track, and for any of you that don't know what Speedy Dry is, it's like cat litter, okay, to absorb all the oil that came off of the car that blew up and, that caused the caution. So they're putting Speedy Dry on the track, all right? And they got these vacuum trucks out there vacuuming the Speedy Dry up, okay? Now, there's a truck vacuuming in between turn 4 and the entrance to pit road, okay? And it's throwing up dust, so the drivers really can't see where they're going. But they do have spotters up on up on top that can tell them where to go. But anyway, this dude, he rear ends this this vacuum truck. Okay, this pickup truck. It's a huge truck. Rear ends the damn thing, and you can even see it come up off the ground in the back. He hits him that damn hard. Now, I'm thinking, either one, my spotter is not doing the job, or two, man, I just, that must have been a lot of dust because he ran smooth into that truck, okay? You'll have to check it out. It's out there on Facebook. But anyway, so that's what I got for today, guys. And the way that I always like to end my show is with a devotional every day. Let me see if I got any questions here real quick before I go on. Hey, Thunder, I agree with you on your deal too. I don't see where the Confederate flag is offensive either. I don't. It's a part of heritage, okay? And again, it goes back to the statues and all that stuff that they're pulling down as well. That's all American history. But guess what? We don't want that. We want a new culture brought in. We want Muslims brought in, okay? And then we want a socialism as a governing body. We want this to be a socialist country. So anyway, yeah, I totally agree with you. I'm not offended by the Confederate flag. I'm not offended by the Gadsden flag either. So fly them if you got them. I plan on flying my Trump 2020 flag every day starting November 1st because that's when it all starts. All of the pre-election crap, all that stuff starts in November. So that Trump, I will have a new one up every month until he gets elected again next November. So anyway, that will be flying on my flagpole every day until he gets reelected in November of next year. So anyway, but moving on. The reason that I do this podcast via web every day, is to bring awareness to veteran suicide. Okay, and guys, veteran suicide is a very real thing. There is 22 veterans a day that commit suicide on average. Okay, any suicide's uncalled for. Okay, but we got 22 veterans a day committing suicide, and that is, there's a lot there that is creating the problem. Okay, I mean there is. I mean from anywhere from how the VA is treating a vet to how the family's treating the vet, all that stuff, But a lot of veterans will not want to talk about what's really balling them up inside, They don't vent that out well, okay, is what I'm saying. And so what you need to do is you need to reach out to a veteran and you need to check on a veteran every day, okay? Make that your daily goal, to send a veteran a message, even on Facebook, okay? Send them a message. Hey, brother, sister, how you doing? Are you doing all right? Everything going okay? If a veteran lives across the street from you, go by and say hi to him, Check on him. It's hot out there, guys. It's going to be miserable this next week, all right? It's hot. A lot of these veterans, like I said again, the illegals are getting better benefits than veterans are, okay? Some of these veterans can't afford to turn their air conditioner on in their home, all right? So they're sitting in 90-degree houses all day, Go check on these veterans, especially the elderly veterans, all right, guys? There's not very many World War II vets out there left, all right? Now the ones we got to start taking care of are our Vietnam vets, all right? Our Vietnam vets are the ones that really need to, be taken care of. They weren't taken care of when they came home, all right? And they deserve better than that, okay, guys? So especially if you know a Vietnam vet, keep in touch with them, all right? Keep in touch with them. Tell them, hey, you're there for them all the time. You can talk to me all the time, whatever, But reach out to your local veterans and let's prevent 22 veteran suicides every day. All right, guys? All right, that's all I got for today. Sorry it was slow, but it's Sunday. Hell, I got a NASCAR race to watch to finish up in there, so I'm going to get back in there and watch that. I'm going to let y'all get on with your day. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be live again tomorrow. Well, I forgot to tell you the most important damn part of the thing. Tune into my YouTube page. Go to my YouTube page and become a subscriber. All right? You merely do that by going in to YouTube. Just click on it on your phone. It's an app. All right? Click on it on your phone. Open it up. Go into your little search deal and type in, all in uppercase letters. Do it right now. Type in, all in uppercase letters, SSGGRUB, Now, that's going to bring my ugly mug up on your deal. All right? Politely subscribe to my page, okay? As of yesterday, I had 11 subscribers. I need 1,000 subscribers on my page so I can get my own URL. Again, I have no idea what a URL is, but it sounds amazing. If it's anything like a UTI, man, this is going to be fun. All right, guys? So go in there, like my page. You don't have to watch any of this stuff on there. Just like it, all right? Go in there, like it. Plus, you'll get exclusive marriage help on there, all right? Go in there, and you can get all that marriage counseling that's on there for free, all right? I've been married 3 times. It's worked for me it's working really good for me now this 3rd time, okay? And so it's very effective marriage series, okay? So go in there, subscribe, and you'll have access to that, all right? Okay, guys, so subscribe on YouTube. I had 11 members yesterday, okay? So in my head, that tells me I need 889 of you to go in there and like my page. Now, I know there's 1,100 and some odd of you. I didn't take exact count today. I'm sure I lost a couple overnight. But I was over 1,100 friends on Facebook. It may be less than that today. But, hell, I only need 889 of you to go out there and like my page on YouTube. Let me get a URL and let's see what it does, all right? And then we'll go from there. All right, guys. You all have a great day. Be safe, all right? Let's pray for our troops. Let's pray for our president. And most of all, let's pray for the United States of America. All right? God bless you guys. I will see you all tomorrow, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed at 4:30. Like always, I'll see you then. You all have a good day. If you all have any questions, comments, concerns, whatever, just go ahead and inbox me, text me, whatever, and I'll address the problem. All right, guys. You all have a great day. Take care. God bless. I'll see you soon.